Okay, my name is Debbie Blodgett Goins, and my dad, David Blodgett Sr., was here in this facility, Garden Village, for dementia. And so I'm here just to tell my story. We had Dad in a care facility that one night transported him to Memorial Hospital's emergency room and refused to accept his return to their facility. When we met with the social worker at Memorial Hospital, we were told that none of the facilities in the area would accept Dad as a resident because of the aggressive behavior he had displayed at the previous facility. And we were told that the only facility that would accept him was in Moses Lake. We were desperate at that point. We couldn't imagine moving Dad that far away from family. We couldn't imagine that he was too aggressive for reasonable care. And then we were left in the dark because the previous facility refused to accept our calls for clarification, and their reports didn't align with what we knew about Dad. Finally, after speaking to the social worker at Memorial Hospital, I decided to visit Garden Village. When our family had nowhere to go for help, Garden Village came to our rescue and accepted his admission. Initially, I was with Dad every single evening as he adjusted to his stay at Garden Village. As I had become accustomed, I expected negative updates about all he had done inappropriately during the day, but that didn't come. Employees at Garden Village spoke to him and all of the other residents with great care. I saw patience and understanding whenever a resident did display frustration. I witnessed them individualize the care needed for each resident of the facility. I know that Dad was not always easy to care for, but they gave him the respect he deserved and explained everything so that he could understand what was happening. His pride was left intact, and I, once again, got to see my dad as a dignified, strong man. Sorry. The staff was observant without being intrusive during our visits with Dad. They always greeted us and directed us to Dad without having to ask. They silently watched and comforted as needed. There was no judgment or pushing. Our family really appreciated that as our visits with Dad became more and more difficult to handle. As time progressed and Dad became more impacted by dementia, they explained all of our options for continued care and that he did not need such a restrictive environment anymore. By that time, we couldn't dream of moving him to any other facility. Garden Village had become a family to Dad and to us. We trusted them and had the utmost faith in their ability and more importantly, their willingness to take good care of my dad. We remain ever grateful for the respect and care they gave Dad in his final days.